So, welcome to our new landscape photography Carcast. And
welcome.
We're going to start a series where me and Martin, because we chat all the time, don't we? When we've gone to a location, we've always chatted.
Yeah.
So we did say we'd record it.
That's the thing. Ever since the start of kind of the cost of living crisis, myself and Steve have been travelling in the same vehicle together to a lot of locations because we live in the same town.
Yeah. It just makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, save petrol.
Yeah, yeah.
Save the environment.
Well, it cuts the journey, the finance of the journey down by half, and it means we can get out a little bit more as well, doesn't it, really? But yeah, it's more, with, like you say, the cost of getting to locations. I mean, besides that, it doesn't actually cost too much, does it?
No.
And especially now we've got the van back.
Yeah.
We can do his own food and things like that, so that's a good thing as well. But so we come up with the idea together that we'd just do a Carcast.
Invite you into our little world, really.
Yeah, that's right. And then what we're also going to do is, if we stop off at McDonald's or anywhere like that, we'll give a little review on where we are and what the food are like. So
which happens often.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Especially if we go in Cannock Chase.
Oh yeah.
Early morning ones that they are, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't know about you. I'm not keen on the McDonald's. Besides the breakfast, I think the breakfasts are fantastic.
Yeah. You can't beat a McDonald's breakfast.
No.
Really sets you up for the day.
Yeah. Anything. Yeah. Well, it does actually keep going for the day. But for me, the dinners, I will eat them, but I'm not keen on them, to be honest. But talking of dinners, you had any tea?
Just to let everyone know, it's currently 3:30. He's already talking about tea.
I've already getting rumbles.
No, nothing yet. Nothing yet.
No.
I bought a few bits and bobs.
Yeah. So we just got to decide if we stop or just have something when we're there.
Play it by ear. But there's So maybe we should explain to them what we're actually heading to. At the moment.
Oh yeah. I didn't think about that. Go on then, Martin. I'll let you do that one.
So both myself, Steve, and Colin run the not the F7.1, the Thumbs Up Photography Facebook group, and we quite regularly do these landscape photography meetups. Done them in various different locations. We had one not too long ago in Devon. We did one in Cannock Chase last year. We've done one at Home Fen, not Homefell. But this weekend we're heading up to the Peak District, Surprise View. We've got a Facebook group meet tomorrow, Saturday. Should be a very good turnout, and it's for the first one actually. We're actually doing it as a sponsored one as well. Steve's worked very diligently with Kent Faith, K&F Concept, and we've got some products to show there, and we've got a bit of a giveaway as well, haven't we?
We've got a giveaway. We've got some filters to give away, so that'll be a free giveaway. And I bought what's it called?
Geared head.
I bought the gear. No, sorry, I bought a book here.
Raffle book.
Raffle book to raffle it away. Ordered it wrong, and I've actually got about 100 of them. So I'll try and get rid of those. But yeah, we're going to raffle the filters away, and watching the traffic there, we're going to raffle the filters away, and we've got a gear to hand out to the guys, and if anybody wants interested in it, they can use it.
Nice.
See what they think before they buy. So try before they buy, which is quite good. And I suppose in the future, probably give that away as well. I suppose. Something along them lines. And then the idea is we'll get some more products to review, give away, whatever.
Yeah.
And do a lot of that. So that's quite good.
Really adding some extra value to the community that we've already built. I mean, we've just passed 600 followers on the page.
Yeah.
Community's growing really, really well.
Yeah.
So
what's nice about the community is that it's a nice community, isn't it?
It really is.
It really is so friendly. So it's going well actually.
Bit of a shameless plug. If you are interested in checking out the keep calling it F7.1. If you are interested in checking out the Thumbs Up Photography Facebook group, we'll put a link in the description below. Do go and check it out, and why not join us?
Talking of F7.1, most of us are going to be here this week.
Yeah, I was going to get onto that. Yeah, we're just missing Daniel, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But F6.3 this weekend.
Yeah.
Really good to meet up with the guys.
Yeah, we'll be to have most of us there. It is a shame about Daniel. Might have just seen on the messages broke down.
Yeah, I think we are going to change it. We are going to change it. And I'm not sure if you follow the other podcast as well, which is the In the Frame podcast by S7.1. We normally have a feature in there every episode about what Paul's broken, but as time goes on, it seems to be more and more the case that it's going to be more what Daniel broke.
Yeah, could change. We'll see how Paul gets on. He might break something this weekend, won't he?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Highly likely.
It is, isn't it? I'll be surprised if he don't. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It's I think it's two things, because we're having the meet up and because I got the paperwork, to be honest.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm really sort of excited. It's the first time I've been excited for quite a while about going out and do some photography, to be honest. It's almost being forced.
Yeah, we're in the Peak District all weekend. So as I say, we're at Surprise View tomorrow. But then we're staying there till Sunday as well. So who knows where we're going to go? I think we're just going to really follow our noses and see what happens with the weather, and just see what happens really. Definitely finally feels like spring has finally sprung.
There's a little bit of green on the trees, isn't there?
Yeah, it's literally just come in the past couple of days, I'd say.
Yeah. What you thinking about photographing there when we're at the meet tomorrow? Are you thinking about Padley Gorge or bit of woodland or out in the open?
I think it really is weather pending, really. You know, if it looks like the sky's going to kick off with colour in the morning, certainly head up to the top of Surprise View, up at the over Owler Tor.
Yeah.
If it looks like there's going to be mist, then I'm heading straight down to Bowl Hill Quarry.
Yeah, that's to be honest with you, that was my thoughts. Didn't think about good light in the morning, to be honest with you. But we'll shoot before we actually do the meet as well, won't we? And we are meeting up tonight as well. So, are we doing any photography later? Do you think, if we got time?
We've got time. Might as well while we're there.
Yeah. Get as much in as we can. Might even vlog it tonight.
Yeah.
If we've got time, because we're a little bit earlier than what we thought, anyway, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, Joe, we ain't out the eating yet.
Yeah, Friday night traffic.
Yeah,
we might actually be there quite late by the looks of things, but we'll see.
We should be all right when we get on that treble fall.
Yeah. Maybe a bit of traffic around the M1.
Yeah, that's the point.
And a pub or two might be visited at some point this weekend.
The what, sorry?
A pub or two might be visited
this
weekend.
Well, we're stopping at a pub, so it'd be rude not to go in and have a pint. It's a shame we've got to go in the pub after stopping there, really, isn't it? It's that sort of unwritten rule that, you know, if you're stopping at a pub, you've got to go in and have a beer. But if that's what we've got to do, then that's what we've got to do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a hard life.
It is.
I tell you what, though, looking at the sky at the moment, some very high level clouds.
Well, I remember Ginger putting it on as chat that it is predicted high cloud tonight, so we could actually be in for an absolutely belting sunset.
We've got some beautiful colour. We've got some beautiful rapeseed fields are going past at the moment.
Yep.
No, literally just a few days ago, it felt like winter, and it's just really come out of nowhere.
It's warm as well, isn't it?
It's very warm, very warm.
Yeah.
I wish I took my fleece off.
Whip it up. Is that no fleece?
No, I've had this ages.
I've got no one.
As a landscape photographer, we do love talking about outdoor gear, don't we?
Yeah. Well, my plan was, it worked. When I went away with the missus to Wales, now I'm all right talking about it because she doesn't watch my videos, so I'll get away with this. But she wanted a coat, right? I said, "Oh, you treat yourself to that. I'll tell you what, you have the coat, and I'll get myself a nice fleece." So that's what I did. It's all in the planning.
I've got to be careful what I say because I know my wife watches my videos.
And the only one I would have to watch is my daughter, because she would grass on me straight away. But she doesn't watch them either, so it's a result for me. But yeah, there was a little sort of plan there to get this fleece. So I've got myself a new fleece.
You've never upset anybody out in YouTube world, have you?
Of what? Sorry.
You've never upset anybody outside in YouTube world. That might grass you up.
No, not close to anyway. There might be some further distance, but not close to. Not in my private world. I'd get away with it. I'd just have to borrow another coat, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
We're all good. We're all good. It must be good because she's got all my food and everything ready for me today. I don't know what that's actually saying, thinking about it. Is she glad to get rid of me?
Here's your food, now do one.
Yeah. Ain't you gone yet?
I've had enough of you.
That's what she said as well. Ain't you gone yet? Maybe there's another plan there, isn't there? Works both ways, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, she's been dying to get out in the van, obviously, because we ain't had it. So
yeah, you had a couple of weekends, weren't you?
So that's what we did, yeah. And I might even try and get away next weekend. I know Ginger's got his meet, hasn't he?
In the Lake District, yeah.
Yeah, I daren't.
Well,
I haven't got my wife pass for that. I daren't.
No, my wife pass is a little bit thin at the moment because we've just got a new puppy.
Yeah.
And it's bad enough this weekend, like putting all that responsibility on just her.
Yeah.
But this was planned a long time ago, so yeah, we're okay with this one.
Yeah. So yeah, that one. I haven't actually told her yet, but I've actually got a workshop in Wales next week, Monday as well.
Oh.
Which was planned.
Yesterday.
About 3 days ago. Well, it's been planned for ages. It's with Lloyd. You know Lloyd?
Oh,
Can't say his
Lloyd.
first name, so we call him Lloyd.
Yeah, I was going to try and pronounce it, but I'd rather not.
Alien.
Alien
Lloyd.
Offend our new Welsh audience.
Yeah, so we really needed the van because we're going to do some processing stuff as well.
So you can sit in the van.
So we're going to sit in the van and do that. So we've literally been waiting for the van to be ready, and then as soon as the van was ready and I'm confident, we've arranged to do that. But I'm not sure if he's actually going up to Ginge to their meet-up.
Right, okay.
Yeah, photo peeps. So to be honest with you, if I knew that, what I should have done was actually done it up there.
Yeah, you could have done.
I could have done the workshop, and because what he wants is to have a look at blending images, like blending different shutter speeds and things like waterfalls, different shutter speeds. So to be honest with you, that could have been an ideal place to do it as well.
Plenty of water in the Lake District.
That's right. Yeah. But like I say, I think I'm pushing it with actual going to a mate as well. I even thought about taking the wife up with me actually, which wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah.
But then I'd have to change the day to a weekend. And I'd rather do them in the week so you've got more time to spend. Everything's not so busy as it on locations.
Yeah.
You know, like obviously we'll be going the Ogwen Valley, so and doing some waterfall photography there and things like that. And at the weekends you can almost forget it, especially now the weather's changed a little bit, and hopefully it's going to stick with us for a little bit longer. And if it is that, the Ogwen Valley will be full at the weekends, won't it? Be chocker.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Not great. I'd rather do a workshop in the week than the weekend.
Should be nice and quiet.
Yeah, but if I did a workshop at the weekend in North Wales, I'd probably go down to Ridley, round the back where it's quieter. So there's always options, but it's better in the week, and it gives me an excuse to get out there. As a result.
So it'll be the first time you've been out in the van. Oh no, you went to Betsy Coed, didn't you?
We went Betsy Coed, yeah. So we went there, but I didn't do any. Tried to suss a couple of little compositions out while I was there, because you can see from where we were, on a clear day or clearish day, you can see the whole of from Snowdonia, from Snowdon Horseshoe on the left side, right to Crimpy Eye on the right hand side. You know, it was a lovely panoramic type image to be had there.
So were you the area you were in? Was it a place near a place called Nebo?
Martin, I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I didn't really take much notice.
So no, the reason I asked, there was a location that I saw on one of Nick Livesey's videos.
What? No,
A few years ago.
I know where you've on about. You've on about up north area, aren't you?
Yeah,
further north.
It's not too far from Bettico, but it's quite high up, and you've got a view straight into. You can look a bit down sort of towards the Ogwen Valley, and then you can also look down towards the Snowdon Horseshoe as well. Real beautiful panoramic.
Yeah, you've quite a good way. We were 7 mile away from Betsycoed, coming this way, coming out of Snowdon. But you got quite a clear view.
Okay.
Not only that, there was a lovely group of trees there that I think could work on a given day. And if I'm driving past, I'll be going around the little lanes there and having a look. Yeah, there's a little lane that you pull off to the left, and it sort of loops back round. I can't remember the name of the little village, but it's where as a mannequin of a police officer. To do right, and if you do a loop, you come back out there.
Okay.
So it's somewhere near that area.
So an area worth scoping out for future.
Well, if you go in there in the morning and you're a little bit late and it's looking good and you can see that mountain range, if you just go off to the lane, you can actually get a good view of it. Okay. So yeah, definitely. And I think, to be honest with you, if you went as you go up this lane, if you went to the left, it actually goes up this bit of an hill, so you'd probably get an even better view from there. So it's definitely worth a little drive around that bit. But yeah, it'd be a long shot, pano shot, but it'd be beautiful. It'd be a fantastic shot. Yeah, you get the two valleys there. You can see Trefan and you can see Pennyolwyn and all the main mountains.
Yeah.
The Glidders you can see. You can see literally from the Horseshoe round. It's almost like being on Crumpy Eye, but 15 miles backwards.
Okay. Good telephoto jobby then.
Yes, you need a good telephoto. Yeah. We haven't gone past my barn. It's down here.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's about that way.
Yeah. It's just down here.
Lovely images you got there.
Yeah, I was really pleased with them. Because we got back from Wales and I thought, you know what, the weather's windy, so I knew obviously clouds moving and what have you. So it was just the perfect time to go and grab the shot. But yes, in this field here.
Yeah.
But what I did notice, you probably can't see it because of the edge, but there's them 4 trees in the background. They're 4 lovely oaks.
You just see them, yeah.
Yeah, and you could, if you got behind this one, there's another oak standing there on its own. So that would work quite well. And there's parking up there, or you can park here. So good access, good easy access. Actually, the access for there would be quite good for that bottom tree. But I think that tree in the corner there would work well.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential in these sort of places, like where we're driving through at the moment. It's 10 minutes from our houses.
Yeah. Very
pastoral land.
Yeah.
And you'd think there's not much to photograph here, but if you start to go and adventure and you start to really just drive around these areas, you start to see lone trees and stuff that are actually, well worth photographing.
I actually, when I first started out in photography, that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
Every morning, I'd get up on a weekend and think, what's the weather like? If it's worth going out, I just used to drive around these lanes, around Market Bosworth and all around these little lanes, just trying to come across the scene.
Yeah.
And if I felt it were worth photographing, I'd just pull over and try and photograph it, to be honest. And it's actually, it's good to do that, especially local.
Nice old Dutch style barn just over there.
Oh, yes.
That's worth shooting. Nice rusty old barn.
You know what, these fields, I come up here the other day when I was shooting local again, and I drove up here to another location I showed you, that something on the hill, Orton on the Hill.
Orton on the Hill, yeah.
And these fields look fantastic because they're full of fog, and I nearly pulled over there to see if I could capture an image of some of these trees in the field again.
I mean, that's the other thing as well, is when you're driving down these sort of roads, you need to also try and envisage what it will look like under certain conditions as well.
Yeah.
You know, where you were photographing the barn the other week, you had quite nice stormy looking clouds.
Yeah.
Which worked really well for that. But, you know, on a day like today, I don't think it would necessarily have worked as well.
No. But again, that, I would say it'd work better at sunset.
Yeah.
Because the sunset would set a good 90 degrees to that side, but it's still open enough to get that nice side light.
Yeah.
The only thing with that, thinking about it, is you won't see the light because the light will be behind it unless the sun come over a bit more, so it'd be worth investigating. Might actually be better at sunrise. Well, it might work good on both, to be honest, thinking about it. But it'd be worth visiting at both times of the day.
So, yeah, we just had a bit of an intermission there. Steve had to take a quick call, and I can't remember what we were talking about.
No, mate. Talking about shooting local on that, weren't we, I think?
Yes, we were, yes.
Yeah, definitely worth it.
You don't have to drive to these far-flung locations like, you know, wherever, Snowdonia, Lake District, Peak District. There are options on your doorstep. I would wager a bet that anywhere within the UK you can go out and do landscape photography. Even the centre of London.
Yeah.
It'll be more of an urban scene.
But there'll be something that you can work with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And because it's local and you can choose them right times of the day to go out, and you know what the weather's doing, things like that, you will make the most of it. There's no doubt. My best images, I think, are my local ones.
Yeah.
It's because I know the area.
And they're quite unique as well, you know. I don't imagine there are too many landscape photographers in the Neaton. So they're quite unique to you.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah. It's look, where we live, we've got to admit, it's not the most picturesque place in the world, is it? You know, you have to sort of, but they're there. They are there if you find them.
You just have to really work at it.
Yeah. I mean, that barn. All right, I've seen it. The first time I photographed it, and why I haven't photographed that years ago, because that's been on my list of things to pull over and photograph for many a day.
Yeah.
But that'll be constantly photographed now over years. That will.
Yeah.
Just choosing that right moment, and I know within 15 minutes I can be there, in the field, tripod set, ready, and that's the advantage of shooting locally.
Definitely.
You get the most out of it. Food.
Food.
There is some munches in it if you want.
So, both got a bit of peckish. Broke out the crisps. What's your favourite flavour packet of crisps, Steve?
You know what? I love beef flavoured crisps. And Aldi used to do these crisps. There was Aberdeen Angus flavoured crisps, and they stopped doing them. They hadn't done them for about 6 months a year. But it always reminds me when I first went to Scotland.
All right.
Because Andy, who we used to shoot with, we're doing a 4 or 5 day trip in Scotland. This is before I had the camper van. And he bought these crisps, and they've in a big bag, you know, like the big shared bag. Says, yeah, I bought these, try these. I'm not kidding you, I had every one. They were so tasty, I just wish they'd bring them back. So, yeah, sort of meaty flavoured crisps are my favourite, down.
For me, it's got to be salt and vinegar.
Is it?
Love salt and vinegar crisps.
But do you like sea salt and... I like salt and vinegar as well.
Yeah, I like the posh ones, but I also like the ones that are really strong.
Yeah.
Like, really vinegary.
The
vinegary, the better. One of my favourites, and probably a bit of a kid favourite, is chipsticks.
All right.
The ones that actually look like chips. They're coated in vinegar. Oh, amazing.
As a kid, do you remember the crisps you used to get with the little salt pouch in?
Yeah, salt shake.
Yeah. I'll still do that now. If I had plain crisps, I had a little bit more salt. Yeah, salt, vinegar, cheese and onion. How about your Walkers compared to your cheap brands?
I do find Walker's better.
Do you?
I think it's worth paying a bit extra.
See, I prefer the cheap brands.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And it's not because I don't buy them, so it doesn't matter about the price. I just like the flavours of the cheap brands. Don't know what it is. Are these Walkers?
McCoy's. Nice. Now let us know in the comments what are your favourite bag of crisps, or if you're American, what are your favourite bag of chips?
Chips.
And also, if you're American, you give them the wrong name. Just to let you know.
Or if you're Australian, is it crocodile and onion? Good to see the blossom out on the trees, isn't it?
Oh, it really is. Why don't you get some colour back?
I've never got the National Forest because there's no forest around it.
No, there isn't. No, it's just... And even when there are forests, they all seem to be quite young forests. Really, really hard to photograph.
There's a little, like, the low calorie things. Quite nice.
Oh, if I fit.
Or, take your pick.
What's that?
It's like Nutribar thing. Aldi Special. Idler.
I'll have whatever. Idler.
Idler Special. Whichever you want. Amazing.
I'll have an Idler special. If you don't know what I mean by Idler, there's a gentleman we both watch on YouTube called Wandering Where, and he goes around the UK, and he's just actually come back from France. He drives around in his Ford Galaxy and camps in that car and cooks in there and does everything in there, but he's absolutely mental.
Yeah.
But he's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's from Leicestershire actually, so he's not too far from where we are at this minute in time. We'll put a link to that in the description because he is brilliant.
It's just
Well worth a watch.
well worth a watch. He's actually that. I've just watched one today, and it was at the Three Valleys. Well, I've skied the Three Valleys.
Okay.
I've skied Valtorens, and it's just made me like, I could go in my van and do exactly what he's done.
Definitely.
Oh, that'd be a dream. That would be an absolute dream. I mean, he's been there for about 8 weeks, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Lucky, very lucky man. I don't know whether I'll be able to do it in a Ford Galaxy though. Be a challenge that would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but he's only about 4 foot nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But even at his height, he's really crouched over. He can't be doing his back any good.
No. He's just said that in the video actually. He says his dream would be to get a van.
Yeah.
You ought to sell that little Kia Picanto thing, and he's got all the stuff to get a van, a decent van out of that.
Sell the Kia, sell the Galaxy, get a van.
Mm.
Definitely. Diverted traffic for Glasgow, use A42. So we just hit a sign that says diverting traffic for Glasgow. Bearing in mind we're not even near Leicester at this point in time.
That's Glasgow is 7 hours drive away, and we've got a sign saying diverted traffic for Glasgow. Oh, I wonder if it's the M6.
Could be.
They've been closing the M6, haven't they?
Yeah.
At night. Yeah, because we use the M1 up to up north, up Lake District. It'd be M6, but where we're located, it's easier for us to actually
record him.
Yes, to M42, M1.
So if we end up in a pub later, what kind of food do you think you might fancy?
What's my favourite pub food?
That you asking me or you?
Well, I'm asking me. I would struggle not to have some sort of steak, like a mixed grill or some sort of hearty meat.
I was going to suggest that you might fancy something like a mixed grill.
Yeah, your normal pub grub. It'd be sort of mixed grilly.
So we're stopping over at the Fox.
I think
it's called the Fox.
I think it's just called the Fox. Yeah.
Near Padley Gorge. I stopped there last year with two of the F7.1 guys, Big Daz and Ginge. I had a pizza there. I'll tell you what, the pizza was really good.
Was it?
Yeah.
I want something that's not too heavy on the stomach, so I'll probably steer away from the meat. I'll probably have a cod or pizza, something like that. Just something that's not quite as heavy. But yeah, I struggle not to order a steak. I love meat.
That could be a very big mistake, though.
Why is that?
That could be a very big mistake.
Mistake.
Oh dear me.
The penny dropped in the end.
Terrible joke. Sorry.
Terrible. So we'll have to put up with.
I wonder if they've got any curry on the menu.
Well, again, I'd have a curry as long as it's not too spicy. We are in the van. That's what we've got to remember, in the van. Got to think about these things.
Vindaloo.
Yeah. Things could get messy.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Well, 10 days in Scotland, that was...
messy.
Whew. Right.
When I went last week in the Peak District, we stopped at another pub, which was the Derwent Water Arms, which I'd recommend as well. Food there was fantastic.
I saw a photo you posted. It looked nice.
Really good.
Nice location.
They've just started to let the campers back in because apparently there was a bit of trouble last year or something like that, so they stopped it for a bit.
Right. Okay.
Now they're letting them in, whatever reason, don't know why. Yeah, nice meal. Ooh, lovely it was.
I do think more and more pubs should do this.
Yeah.
They should allow camper vans, especially in these picturesque locations. Yeah. You know, maybe charge a bit,
yeah.
5-10 quid, or work on the basis of, look, if you're going to park here, buy some food and a drink.
We would have not gone to that pub if it weren't for stopping there.
Exactly.
And then we've probably spent, I don't know, 80 quid in the pub because we had a few drinks beforehand.
Yeah.
Went back to the van and went and had a meal and things like that. Not only that, because the grub was good, the pub grub were good, and the beer were nice. We promoted it on Facebook.
Yeah.
So they can only win from it, can't they?
Exactly. I think more of these places should start doing it, and I think they are starting to do it.
Yeah.
But also, I think I want to talk about the National Trust here because they did a pilot last year. I think it was last year, wasn't it? Where some of their car parks you could pay, I think it was £10, and you could stay there for the night in your camper van.
Yeah.
But I heard not too long ago that they've basically the pilot, for whatever reason, wasn't successful, and they're not doing it anymore, which is, I think, a massive, massive shame.
Massive. I mean, look at that one that we stopped in at the Lake District.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
I mean, that was just superb, wasn't it?
Where
was that at, Martin?
That was at Great Langdale Valley. That was a Stickle Barn, I think it was. Yeah. But it was a great location because it was a National Trust car park and they had two pubs within very easy walking distance. I mean, literally on a pub. Yeah. It must have been a good earner for them. It must have been.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were getting in trouble, maybe. I don't know.
No, that's. I think over lockdown and when the camper van market went mad, didn't it?
Yeah.
And you've got people that you wouldn't. They're not used to doing the wild camping, but they were doing it and things like that, and not really respecting the areas. You know, you've seen them with awnings out and things like that, and all this, that, and the other. And it's just not on. If you're wild camping, you're being stealthy. You just and be respectful. And I think that's what sort of spoilt it. And there was too many.
I think you're right. I think a lot of it was the typical Benidorm brigade that couldn't go to Benidorm during COVID.
Yeah. that's.
And thought, okay, well, we'll get a camper van and start terrorising these locations.
Yeah.
And
that's right.
Unfortunately, I think it's made a bit of a bad name for responsible campers.
Yeah. But the market's that big. I think like these pubs, they've got to police it a little bit and it's a massive market, isn't it?
Of course it is. Huge market.
I mean, I guarantee when we go tonight, there won't be just us in that.
No, I mean,
park.
like I say, when I went to this pub with Ginger and Daz, I think it was October last year, September, October. There were probably 13 camper vans there.
Yeah.
Must have been. It's a popular location, but you know, you hear all the time in the news about pubs closing down, all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and if they start to allow this more, I think it could be.
Could be their saviour,
Could be their saviour. Could stop a lot of these pubs closing down.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As long as campers are responsible, that's the key thing.
But you're gonna. It's only the same as when they've been in the pub. They've got to be responsible, and you always get an arsehole in the pub, don't you? You know what I mean? It's just part of it. Just got to be policed correctly.
Yeah.
Maybe what they should be thinking about is, because I think a lot of the problems is like toilet facilities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And where they're using the toilet, let's say, things like that, and not being respectful in that respect.
Yeah.
But again, if they could have them services accessible through the night, things like that, then that would be a massive advantage as well. I think that's the only thing that's sort of lacking. It's a great idea, and one or two pubs still do that, you know, where you can access the toilets. But I think that would be a massive benefit for them. Let's try and force this little red one to get over on the left-hand lane.
Yeah, there's always one that likes to sit in the fast lane.
There we go.
Before I get slated in the comments, yes, I know it's not the fast lane, it's the overtaking lane.
There you go.
But, yeah.
That's what it.
Always guaranteed. So what are your pet peeves with certain motorists on the road?
That's one of
Lane
them.
hoggers.
Yeah. I'll tell you what annoys me, right? And can't believe this. Diverted traffic for Glasgow. We must be 300 mile away from Glasgow. Amazing. For me, what annoys me is you've on a dual carriageway like this, and the truckers are all in the left-hand lane doing 56 mile an hour.
Yeah.
And you'll get one that can do 57, and he's overtaking the other one, and it takes him about 20 minutes to overtake, and by that time there's a backlog of traffic behind him. That annoys me.
Yeah.
And there's just no point in it. There's just
all
no
the time.
point.
I don't know if that extra 1 mile an hour difference makes much of a difference for the truck driver. Obviously, I know they have very strict time controls in place with their tachos and stuff, but I don't know if it makes that much of a difference. I really don't. I mean, we've got a prime example coming up.
But it's when they take forever to overtake, and obviously because they've on the limit, flicking stones at me. Tell you what, I'm going to get from behind this guy. He's already hit me windscreen.
That's all right. I know someone who's can fix your window.
Do you?
Yeah.
I've already had it done once.
You're that guy you did a workshop with, Steve Smith, I think works for Auto Glass.
Yes, he does. yes, you're right. Didn't think about that. Yeah, this is a new window about 18 months ago.
How was it?
Yeah. Yeah, I've had it's almost a new van. There's not many other bits that are left that are not original.
So the engine seems like it's running nicely.
Yeah, it does. It's a bit like Trigger's brush. I've had the van 7 years now. It's had 3 engines.
Blimey. You had a clutch at one point,
Clutch,
didn't you?
2 turbos.
Nature of vehicles, unfortunately. Like I say, I just had to replace my clutch master cylinder on my car after I noticed my footwell was soaking wet. I thought it was soaking wet from when you had me clean the floor. No, it wasn't.
You'll have to bring it round and
Brake
we'll get
fluid.
it clean when you get
Yeah, I need to get the carpet out as well, and I need to have a look underneath there because I might need to repaint.
Because it's brake fluid.
It might restrict it. Yeah.
Yeah, it will do. Was it the clutch master cylinder or the slave cylinder?
Master.
Right. So it's leaked through.
Straight through to the footwell. Yeah. So I need to find out how to get the carpet up in that little section.
Yeah.
Clean it all up, get the carpet nice.
It'd still be worth getting get it clean anyway, won't it?
Oh yeah. I'm
Even
going to
if
need to because obviously it's going to be in the carpet, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll bring it round sometime. We'll blast it with some stuff and
I guess I
You'll
just
suck
need
it
to
all out.
sand back the metal.
well, the problem you'll have is if you don't get it all out the carpet and put the carpet back, it'll react again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
that stuff's deadly. You almost need some like neutralising stuff, don't
Yeah.
you?
Well, the good thing is, obviously, what I've been reading, brake fluid is hydrophobic, whatever it is. So water should be enough to get it out mostly.
Yeah.
And then I think I'll just paint the floor underneath with some like hammer out or something.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be. I could paint it bright pink.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Doesn't
matter.
matter, does it? No. It might be all right if it's got the sound deadener on it. That might save it.
Yeah. I have to say, definitely need to get up and have a look. Otherwise, I'll be doing the Fred Flintstone impression. My feet just go through the floor.
Yeah, that's the point. To be honest with you, because it's on the inside, Martin, there won't be a lot of paint on the inside anyway, because they hardly flick paint on it. It'll be almost like a bit of a primer and that's it.
Yeah.
Because they don't actually paint the insides, do they? I mean, now, in the old days, they used to paint all under the bonnets properly and everything, but they don't even lacquer them now, do they? It's just like almost like a base coat under the bonnets, and the insides are parts of them. I know years ago, it used to be the underside of the bonnet was as good as the outside. The technology with stopping the rust and that's a lot better now, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Galvanised chassis and so it'll probably be all right anyways. What I'm saying.
Have you got any more photography plans coming up? Obviously, I know you've got the workshop in Wales next week.
No. I don't really plan too much. The only thing we've got planned is a F7.1 meetup.
Yes.
Which is in June. That'll come round for you.
That'll be very soon. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to that. So
yeah, that'll be good. That one.
the S7.1 group. Again, we'll put a link to that podcast in the description. We're all meeting up in Northumberland.
Yeah. Place I've never shot. You've been
there? No, I'd love to. Well, I'm going to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've always wanted to. I don't know a great deal about the area. All I know is it looks spectacular, and we're all stopping in a static caravan, all 7 of us in an 8-person caravan. So that's going to be.
Can you imagine the man smell?
Oh.
I think we ought to leave a tip for the cleaners.
Yeah. Don't let us stay here again. That'll be the tip.
You're going to earn your money today.
Are there any good curry houses up that way?
Yeah, it's going to be messy.
Should be good though. Should be some misadventures.
Yeah. That's what it is. Misadventures. I'm not sure whether the photography will be any good. To be honest.
Probably not. No. But it'll be a good laugh. I'm sure it will.
To be honest with you, things like that, it's a bit like tomorrow. It's not really about photography. It's about meeting photographers, isn't it? About meeting like-minded people.
Like-minded people. Bit of banter.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Good food. Good drinks.
Yeah. And meeting new friends. This is how 7.1 was created, wasn't it? By going on these meets and things like that.
Yeah, obviously, Ginger used to run still does run his own meets. Obviously, we run our own meets and just kind of come together from there. And it's just, it's a good bunch of mates.
Yeah. I was watching another video today about Henry Turner.
Another video about Henry Turner?
Another one.
Right.
About this blogger, photographer. He's local, Peak District guy. And he watched that video about the one about Henry Turner's.
Full of bullshit.
Yeah, something like that, whatever it was. And it was sort of a clickbait type.
Right, okay.
But what he was saying, he actually, because apparently Henry Turner had discussed about prime lenses that they're not really suited for landscape photography.
Right, okay.
And he disagreed with him as well,
Yeah,
basically.
saw that, yeah.
Only a little. I don't really, from what I can remember, I don't really think that Henry meant that actually, did he?
I've not seen
As
the video.
such.
Not seen the video.
I think what he means is a zoom lens is more suitable.
Right, okay.
It's more practical. That'd be a better way of putting it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the last thing. For me, that's the last thing you want to do with landscape photography is carry around
Umpteen lenses.
umpteen different lenses up
Yeah.
a mountain,
Yeah.
through bogs, and
Yeah.
God only knows what.
But it's all right saying zoom with your feet,
Yeah.
but a lot of the time in these locations you can't, can you?
Well,
The only
no.
way you can get that reach or get that
Well,
wide.
that's it. Sometimes zooming with your feet might mean you actually walk off the edge of a cliff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not. That's why the practical side of a zoom lens is the obvious choice.
Yeah.
I can understand why these with the OM systems, a bit like Dave Griff. He's started to shoot with primes, hasn't he?
He has.
But he's got the OM system, lightweight, loads of little prime lenses.
So, sorry about the short break. Yeah, we hit some significant traffic. I'd say just past Nottingham.
Yes, yeah, not far past.
Yeah, there was a vehicle fire.
Sort of the Matlock turn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Range Rover, Land Rover thing. Completely burnt out by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Hope everyone's okay. So, yeah, what were we actually chatting about before?
Well, chatting about prime lenses, weren't we?
Yeah. That Henry Turner video.
Yes, yeah, about prime lenses. Are they relevant in landscape photography?
Yeah, I think, so full frame, I think it's probably not worth it. It's a lot to carry.
Yeah.
But smaller systems like the OM system, the Micro Four Thirds,
Yeah.
I mean, Dave Griff has shown that works really well for him because obviously the lenses are tiny little things.
I think it's relevant if you prefer them.
Well, there's that as well.
It's whatever you prefer. It's like us preferring Sony to Nikon, whatever system that suits your type of photography.
Yeah.
And it works, doesn't it? So, and I think, to be honest with you, to be fair to Henry, that's what he was trying to get at. For him, it doesn't suit him.
No. Exactly.
And I get that.
And I think there's a bit of a skill in using purely prime lenses as well. You know, recognizing that a scene immediately is going to be 35mm or 50mm or whatever it is. Whereas, if you get a telephoto lens out, I rarely look at what focal length I'm at when I'm shooting an image. I just go, right, that's going to fit within that frame. That's where I need to be. And then obviously I have to think about things like, hyperfocal distance and that kind of stuff.
But we've done a challenge, haven't we? We've done a 50mm challenge.
We did, yeah.
About 18 months ago.
And that was a challenge.
But it was quite good. It's quite good to do. But for me, I think if I had the lighter system with with small lenses and things like that, I would definitely probably carry a couple of primes with a good zoom lens as well.
Yes.
One that covers pretty much everything and a couple of primes. That's what I would do. But for the system I've got with the Sony, where even though the lenses nowadays are still quite light, aren't really? Yeah. But I wouldn't want to be carrying big heavy primes around with me.
No, I mean,
it wouldn't suit me anyway. I wouldn't be able to carry it from start.
No, I mean, the camera bag I bought for this weekend weighs a ton as it is.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't imagine what it'd be like fitting loads of primes in there.
So it's only that OM system that would really suit that. For me personally, to carry all that gear, but it's only because of carrying all that gear. So, but it's whatever suits. Whatever suits. If you're happy with the primes,
Yeah.
doesn't matter, does it? You know, whether. Okay, so primes in woodland, let's say. You know, they could be quite handy, couldn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and that's why I actually, one of the reasons I bought that 50mm vintage Pentax lens was for woodland.
Yeah.
I've never really used it for woodland since I bought it.
Yeah.
Maybe I should. Maybe that's a video I should do soon.
Yeah.
But I do find that when I look back at my back catalogue of woodland images, a lot of them are actually taken around that 50mm focal length. So, yeah, there's certainly something to be said about having something like 50mm or a 35mm in the woodland.
I suppose it'd be a good process to do is actually have a look at some of your images, say over the last couple of years, of woodland, let's say, if you're predominantly woodland, and see what focal length you are taking most of your images at, and that could actually say, hold on a minute, that could actually be the 50mm or the 80mm or the 100mm.
Yeah. And that's what I have done. You know, in Lightroom you can filter certain focal lengths you took the image out, and I did that exercise a couple of years ago before I bought that lens and saw that I was shooting 50mm. So I was like, okay, well, let's just go and buy one. It was only 20 quid, I think it was.
Yeah.
I'm not losing anything. I just haven't used it yet.
Yeah. But are you not using it because you don't carry it?
Exactly. Yeah, because I've got lenses that, you know, telephoto lenses that cover that focal range anyway. It's just easier just for me to have my 20 to 70 in the bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as you saw, I mean, that challenge that we did for a lens that's over 30 years old, the image quality was fantastic.
No, I actually
Seriously sharp.
I thoroughly enjoyed that challenge.
Yeah. We should do it again sometime, actually.
Yeah, we will do. We'll have to. It's a good challenge. But it's good challenge. It's fun, but it's also good for your photography, isn't it?
Yeah. It's exactly. It's really does train the eye in fine-tuning compositions.
Yeah.
Because I think, as we touched on earlier, you have to zoom with your feet.
Yeah. But if we can, like I said, in landscape, sometimes you can't do that because you're on the edge of a cliff or next to a river, you know. So you need that flexibility, don't you? Sometimes.
Or just do what Ginge does and get wet feet.
Or get wet feet. Yeah. I'd rather carry a zoom lens than a pair of wellies.
Yes.
Or some rope. I think it's because I've got so used to a zoom lens as well, or zoom lenses. I've always had them in my bag, so I've always used them. So for me, it wouldn't be fair for me to comment anyway, really. I do carry one prime. I got my very wide angle 14.
Samyang.
Yeah. Great lens, by the way, lens.
Good price as well.
Yeah. Quality, it's absolute quality. And it's the autofocus one as well.
So I had the 14mm manual focus version of that for a while, and absolutely, like I say, the pitch quality was great. I just found I wasn't using it enough.
Yeah, well, I tend to leave it out of my bag now.
Yeah.
But that's probably more because I'm struggling to walk, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
I'd like to leave it in. And I'd like to do more sort of that wide angle photography, if you like, you know, that real wide angle, get up close, a real good dominant foreground. And I don't do that enough, actually.
Do you want to pass the spire?
A bit past it.
Damn it.
Didn't it inspire you?
No, it didn't inspire me, no. Not very inspiring at all.
Tesco's Extra. That's appealing.
But yeah, we've just arrived into Chesterfield.
Yep. And we shall be
On location in about half an hour?
about half an hour from here.
Yeah.
And I'll turn off here. You can carry on, but I'm going to turn off here. Head towards Barlow.
You go a very different way to me, because I always go straight down to pretty much towards the end.
Yeah, you sort of just go into Sheffield and back out of it.
Yeah.
Did I see on the phone someone come up and have been photographing deer? Or is that a fib?
It could be a fib.
Is that a bit of Photoshop?
We do like to play a bit of a joke on each other, don't we? No, so Ginger's already there, Paul's already there. I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
But apparently Ginger's photographed a deer. Yeah.
Oh, you do get them in that area, do you? I photographed them there, down at Padley Gorge. Yeah.
I've never photographed them, but yeah, I'm sure they're there.
Yeah.
I've heard actually, in fact, the car park we're staying in tonight, the deer actually come into that car park.
Oh dear.
Yeah, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
I would have no idea. I was hoping we might be able to capture the comet tonight, but I can't see us being in the right frame of mind, really.
No, because we'll be chatting for about 5 hours.
Yeah. And well, things will just get...
I was hoping to do a vlog tonight, but
It's ain't gonna happen, is it? It's
Can't
not
see
gonna
it.
happen.
Can't see it.
No way.
Because we'll be, once Paul gets chatting.
Yeah, got no chance. No chance.
But still, it'd be good. It'd be good. I'll enjoy it.
Because I think tonight's a bit of a clear sky after this high cloud. It is really high cloud.
I think it's going to be a really nice sunset.
We ought to try and get a sunset, even if we do vlogging.
If you're going to do it, you're probably best to take the walk to over Owler Tor then.
Yeah,
I reckon.
yeah. I think that's right. We'll go to the car park.
It's a nice easy walk actually.
It is, yeah, it's only 10 minutes. The other one would be shoot round to Biggerton.
That's an even easier walk.
I like easy walks.
That's not a bad shout actually. I think we should do that.
Go to Biggerton.
Yeah. The thing is with Higator though, I find that most of the compositions are facing away.
It's more of a sunset.
More of a sunrise location.
Sunrise, yeah.
But that's the challenge.
Because you got the kitty cat stones, eh?
The kitty cat stones.
Yeah, or that edge is facing
Yeah.
east. But from there, you'd still get like Stander's Edge or Stander's Edge. Even Stander's Edge, you see, it's not really right. It's a right view.
Over Owler Tor works well as a sunset location.
You'll be looking at Igator.
Yeah. Yeah. Car walk as well. What a beautiful afternoon though. After weeks and weeks of shite weather.
We need this. I think the country needs this because we've all down on his knees, haven't we?
Yeah. Flooding everywhere. And
Oh, God.
there'll be a hosepipe on next.
Yeah, next week.
Ooh, Domino's pizza. I could sing like this. But we do this all the time. When we're driving around, we see locations. I can eat that. I can eat that right now.
Did you realise there's a Burger King down there?
There is a Burger King down there. There is. Yes, I've stopped at that one many a time.
Haven't we? That's actually got sad memories from it, because that's where we pulled in that. We just stopped with Burger King when the missus told us that Cooper had got cancer.
Oh no!
So it's got bad memories there, or sad memories. I'll never forget that.
No, definitely not. Sort of things you don't forget.
Because me and the daughter had come up. So beginning of September, so we've still got the other out. We've gone for a walk. Actually, we're heading towards the pepper. Is it the pepper pot? Salt pot?
Do you know? I think I remember seeing a video of you and your daughter actually.
Yeah.
Because you were getting attacked by bugs.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
I think they were horse flies, weren't
I don't know. I think they're like an heather fly. I don't know.
Right. Okay.
I think it's something to do with the heather. Oh, big things like that. Oh, sharks. Flying sharks.
So what's your favourite area of the Peak District to photograph? Seeing as we're going to the Peak District.
You know what? I find the Peak District extremely frustrating to photograph. Really
I do too. I'm curious if your reasons are the same as mine.
I think for me, it's all the same.
Yeah.
All the Kerber Edge. You could be on Kerber Edge, Stanners Edge, all the same. Bamford Edge has got a little bit going for it because it's looking over something.
Yeah.
And things like.
Yeah.
So for me, location-wise in the Peak District, even though I don't go there that much, is actually probably the Roaches because there's a little bit more round there.
There is, and you've got that view from the Roaches. You've got that view down towards the reservoir in the background as well. So you've got a bit of, foreground, midground, and sort of background.
Right. Yeah.
But I was going to say the reason I struggle with the Peak District is probably very similar to yours. Is that you can get a nice foreground with the rocks. You can, there's lots of very characterful looking rocks with different shapes and all that sort of stuff with the gritstone, or even the mill wheels as well. But there's just no real defining backdrop.
No.
It's all quite flat.
Yeah.
Once you're up on the moors, it's flat.
Yeah. Yeah,
Whereas,
you've got an edge and flat, haven't you?
Yeah.
My favourite little edge is Igator that we've just been on there.
Yeah.
That's probably my favourite.
And from there, you do get a lovely view actually up towards sort of Winnett's Pass and Mamtor and the cement factory.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some fantastic views and things like that, but we've seen them that many times in photographs, haven't we? So it'd actually be some of the probably the woodland areas for me, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, obviously you did that video not too long ago from the Longshore estate. And obviously I saw that video and I was like, I've got to go there. I have to go because it looked amazing.
Yeah.
And I've never actually seen anyone. They probably have, but I've never seen anyone or remember seeing anyone having done a vlog from there.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I've watched one today.
Ah, okay.
And
was it mine?
Oh yeah. I recognised it. Actually, it's another two vloggers. I've never watched before, and don't ask me the names for the life of me. I can't remember the names. But they were walking through. They actually walked past them gnarly old oaks.
Okay.
Yeah, waiting for the message from you saying I'm ready. So I was actually subscribed to them. And I wanted to subscribe to the other one, but I couldn't find it again because I'm watching it on the telly.
I think there's a lot of potential on that estate. I
I
really do.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only just scratched the surface, really.
Yeah.
But when I had the walk round, there's a lot of character there, and it's when you park by the ice cream van by Paddy Gorge, most people will go down into Paddy Gorge.
Well, it's hard not to, isn't it?
Yeah. You've got the water running down, you've got the cascades, you've got the gnarly oak trees. But I don't know, the Longshore estate, it just, lots of character.
I think there's what I do like about it is there's places to explore. Just gotta find them.
Yeah.
And that's why you keep coming back, isn't it? It's not these edges probably because I've never been able to manage to get a good photo of them. Probably the best photo I've got of the edges, let's say, rock formations, when I was with you, that nice crisp cold morning that time.
On Hingator?
On Hingator.
Yeah. There's a lot of potential there actually. It's for me, it's one of my favourite locations in the Peak District for that wider vista view with something in the foreground and looking out over the moorland.
It certainly works, and it's easy access.
Yeah.
it's 10 minutes you could be up on the edge from the car.
And I think that's why I like places more like the Lake District, like Snowdonia. You've got those mountains as backdrops.
Yeah. I was thinking about this the other day, right? Thinking about the big photographers, right? The big 5 or 6 big hitters. Very rarely you'll see them in the Peak District.
You don't? No, very rarely. I mean, Thomas Heaton was there not too long ago in winter.
Yeah, and failed.
Failed, in my opinion.
He did, didn't he? Failed.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And he was up on where we're going tomorrow. He was up at Surprise View, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Yeah.
But I think he's probably failed because he doesn't know the area either, particularly that well. Because all right, the conditions might have had a little bit to do with it.
I think it's quite a long drive for him down to here as well,
Yeah.
because he's coming from sort of Northumberland way, I believe. That must be a good 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours.
I think for me it says something.
That pub looks nice.
Oh, it does look nice.
Tickle Trout. Sorry.
Yeah, pubs. No, there's more important things. No, it's but it's if you think about it. I mean, I'm sure Danson comes to Padley that goes, doesn't he?
Yeah, Danson does quite a bit because he's Peak District's on his doorstep.
Yeah.
So I can understand why he comes here, but you don't see much of like Henry Turner or Simon Baxter. I would have thought to see him because there's a lot of woodlands. I would have thought it would appeal to him, but I don't think I've seen him in the Peak District.
Okay, I've got a question then.
Yeah, go on.
Snowdonia, I think I know the answer. Well, I do know the answer. Snowdonia, Peak District, Lake District.
Lake District.
No, it.
No, I mean Lake District for me. I love them all. Don't get me wrong, but the Lake District, it's somewhere. It's. It sounds really cheesy. It's my happy place. I used to spend lots of my childhood there on summer holidays. Did a lot of walking there as a child, and I got married there as well. It's just somewhere both me and my wife both love.
So you got a connection there.
Yeah, and for me, it's I don't know. Snowdonia is great. I do really like it. I find it quite rugged compared to the Lake District.
Yeah.
For me, the Lake District has that those lush rolling hills, and then you have a bit of ruggedness thrown in, dotted around. Whereas Snowdonia to me feels more rugged. Full stop.
I honestly think. I mean, ask me that question. It's going to be Snowdonia.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
But I actually think the Lake District has got more to offer from the top.
Okay.
And for them reasons that you just said, it's not just got the rugged hills, rugged mountains, but it's got them rolling meadows and beautiful woodlands. The problem, I suppose, with the Lake District, for me, I find is, besides the travelling, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually think that the Lake District has more to offer for a photographer, but
You said
Wales is more.
Yeah, and you were going to say the problem with Wales.
Is that garlic?
That is wild garlic, yes.
Wild garlic.
There you go. So as we drive around, start to see the different options. Obviously, the wild garlic's starting to come through, so this is something
We can park down there as well.
Yeah, definitely. So let's come back to. You were saying a problem with the Lake District.
The problem with the Lake District, I think, compared to Snowdonia is you have to put a lot of effort in to get the images, i.e. you have to walk a good way. Snowdonia, you can pretty much park and you're straight on it in a lot of places.
Yeah, there's not many places in the Lake District you can really just pull over and have a very short walk. You do have to put the miles in.
Yeah. And for someone who struggles to walk, it's critical.
Yeah.
I know, obviously there is places in the Lake District, definitely. Tarn House, I mean, that's a good place you don't have to walk far, but in there, if you walked a bit further, you've even got more options, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
I think that's all wild garlic down there.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because it's just green at the minute, but you could be right.
It's a good thing about driving. I don't know about you, but when I'm driving along, I'm constantly looking.
Well, this is what I was about to say actually, because obviously the meetup we've got this weekend, and there's a couple of local photographers that I think are going to be there as well. Wayne Slater being one of them.
Yeah.
When you come to these meetups as well, it gives you also another source really of location scouting, because I'm hoping we'll be able to have discussions with some of the guys this weekend and say, you know, do you know any areas for wild garlic even? Because obviously, you know, within 4 or 5 weeks, it should be at its prime.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get some locations off these guys and we'll have a look. If they're willing to share, obviously.
But this is what thumbs up photography is about, and this is what the meetup are for, aren't they? It's to help each other, to grab information.
Yes.
You know, and what's nice is we're all willing to share our information.
Absolutely.
That's whether you're starting out in photography or you're a full pro. It doesn't matter. You know, we're still going to share that information, and we're just going to work with each other and have a great day. And that's exactly what Thumbs Up's about, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just a nice community, like-minded people, and we will help each other.
We're nearly there.
Nearly there.
This pub always looks appealing. Peacock.
Peacock. So anyone familiar with the Peak District will know we're at this sort of weird roundabout. And on it there's a pub called the Peacock.
It's a square about.
Square about, yeah. But now we're officially now in the Peak District National Park. It's a beautiful, beautiful evening. The sky is. So, yeah. Steve's battery has died, unfortunately, everyone. So as we're actually nearly here, I think we're probably going to call it. Yeah, we hope you've enjoyed this. It's our first one, so you please do bear with us. Yeah, there's going to be some teething problems here. I think one thing we've learned is in future we'll plug in a USB power bank into these cameras.
Because we do chat a lot.
We do chat a lot, yeah. Probably a lot of bullshit, but we do chat a lot. So, yeah, we hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please, leave some comments below on some of the points we discussed this evening. And if you've enjoyed it, please, don't hesitate to like the video and subscribe to it.
I don't think they'll be too often, will they? Because
we're
just going to, it's something off the cuff, and it'll probably be, I don't know, once a month or whenever. Whenever we're going out together, we're going to do this type of thing. That's the plan.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, well, thank you all so much for watching.
Yeah. See you soon.
See you soon.
Grizzlies in. Grizzly in Oppalong. Manchester. How you doing? You right there?
Yeah.
Nikon.
So if you were starting again, Paul, what camera system would you go for?
I'll stick with Nikon.
That's not what he said. He said Sony. I think he meant Sony.
Yeah. You and Colin. What's that? Good man and Colin. Yeah.
I'm sorry to disturb you.